Yeah, I was tired for various reasons in the end of last season. So it's been a good summer, too short. I think when you are in this race or circus, you always want a bit more. But when we start in 2 days' time, I know I feel the buzz again, and I'm looking forward to it. So I've learned more and more over the years to try to keep my energy or retain my energy. I think it's been one of my strengths to have a big engine. You know, I can just go and go and go. But I'm not getting younger, so I'm not getting old, of course.
No.
But I think combination of a little bit you're getting older, but also that now I've been in this hamster wheel for almost 6 years as a head coach, almost 8 years as in the club, and it's fantastic, but it's also relentless.
It was a really, really hard season for you. Was there a point when you were sitting there on your sunbed in Sicily drinking a cocktail where you just thought, I'm just not sure I can do this again?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely thinking, I'm going to be a head coach for 10 more years or 50 more years, I don't know. But right
about
now,
2 or 3.
Yeah. I also think it's too far to look ahead. What I do know is I'm very pleased with being at Brentford, and I'm very happy to be there. I got a fantastic job. I got a fantastic, how can I say, day-to-day, not routine, but day-to-day work, work environment that I love. And we're in the Premier League together. So there's so many good things about it in so many ways. But of course you think, I don't know, you're turning 50, your children leaving you, you've been at Brentford for a long time. Maybe you just reflect a bit more. Maybe I take 6 more years. Maybe I don't. Who knows? But I'm very happy.
What do you still want to achieve at Brentford?
We talk about dreams.
You don't talk about survival first?
No, never. We never, from day one, we never talked about survival. I think it's negative, and I'm too positive to think about only staying in the Premier League or survival. It's always been trying to be an asset to the Premier League. So this season is just, again, see opportunities. That's a beautiful thing about a new season. So new opportunities, new dreams, and new things to achieve, hopefully, with the knowledge that it is the most relentless league in the world. So we got a warning last year that also, even I hate saying it, just staying in the league is still big success.
I remember speaking to you at the end of last season, and you're linked with almost every single job, and it's weird. We find it hard, you look at Brentford and the job you've done. We don't always understand why you wouldn't want to go to these big clubs.
I think it's very important that I'm focused where I am, no matter where you are, to try to do your job. And then maybe things will happen, if it shall happen, or if it should happen. I said the whole time I'm very happy here. If something new will happen, then I need to look at that, and then I need to take a decision on that. But right now I'm just happy here, and then we'll see what will happen in the future.
What's going to change your mind, do you think?
That's a good question.
Because you get one crack at being a football head coach, don't you?
Yeah, of course. Because that's the interesting thing is I maybe have one of the best football jobs in the world. I mean that because the work environment is so good. Yeah. It's such a good owner. It's such a good club. Everything is top. Do you want to try something different in the future?
Because you strike me as a kind of person that likes to keep challenging yourself.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Do I like to try something in the future? Maybe. But it's not like I need to try something bigger or better, because what is better?
Would you like 100 million to spend in a transfer window? Can you imagine having that much money to deal with?
Can I have 200?
Yeah, well, I mean, depending which club you go to, Thomas.
Some have 1 billion, don't they?
Yeah, well, not quite, no. But,
okay.
You look at Chelsea with 150 million. Would you not fancy, looking at that kind of cash and building a side? You've done it the other way.
Yeah, of course. That would be good fun to have more, but again, if you have more in, let's say, a bigger club, it's still the same challenge to get it, how can you say, use the money well to get the right players into that position, because then at that level they are more expensive, so you can't buy 5, and maybe you don't want to buy 5 players. Maybe it's still 2 to 3 players you try to get in.
Would you say you're ambitious then, and you can achieve everything you want to at the moment with Brentford?
I'm definitely very ambitious, and I think I can achieve everything I want with Brentford, because I know we will not compete for the title. So I think at our level, I think we got all the opportunities in the world to achieve it. Of course, it will be difficult.
I guess quite flattering. That reinforces what you're doing is right if you are being linked to lots of jobs everywhere.
Yeah, of course, and we all got an ego. It's nice to feed the ego.
Especially in football world,
Yeah. I think some got too big an ego, but hey, that's not me to judge that. And it's always the ego who gets in the way of good things in life, in my opinion. But and of course I got an ego as well. Yeah. And of course you need to feed it a little bit, and it's nice. But I think it's about keep your feet grounded and do the hard work.
First day of the season, walking into the dressing room for a start of the Premier League. Everyone says it's the most emotional thing to do. Do you still get that? Do you still look at all your players and go, here we go?
I will definitely do that on Sunday. Yeah. I think when you start the pre-season, you don't. It's just too far away, and I personally enjoy just the not the time off, but the downtime. It's different. You have more time, but when Sunday it will build up, and then the whistle will go, and then it will be big business, and I will enjoy it.